Hey you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, and it is lucky number 13, day 13 on our Dixie highway adventure. We're starting the day here at the Florida School of Massage. I could pretty much use a good massage at this point after sitting in my car for 12 days all day long. But check this out. Check out these hands. Those are some very interesting hands. Obviously you do use your hands to massage, but look at these fingers. Would you allow yourself to be massaged by a giant hand that looks like that? All right, so we're going to continue our adventure through Florida. And I don't have a time frame here. I don't know how long each day is going to take or how far each day is going to take me. You know, sometimes you go through very rural areas where there's not a lot to film. Sometimes you go through busier areas where there is a lot to film. But so yeah, just taking it as we go. I don't know when I'm going to be, where I'm going to be. I have gotten a lot of requests for meetups or things like that. I'm not doing any meetups on this trip for multiple reasons. One, of course, you know, with the pandemic, it feels a little dangerous to be meeting up with people, and also just like I said, with the way I'm traveling and how fast I'm moving, I'm just not able to schedule meetups with people. I don't know where I'm going to be at certain places, so I just kind of have to go with the flow, and scheduling and planning things just isn't going to work on this particular trip. But anyways, it is time to hit that long, lonesome road. Currently on Highway 441, which not only is part of the Dixie Highway, but also is known as the Uncle Remus Highway and connects Rocky Top, Tennessee to Miami, Florida. Now, I'm not even 100% clear on what this is, but look at this. I think this is like a giant yard sale. I think this is the biggest yard sale I've ever seen. And is it possible that this is an abandoned yard sale? Maybe the world's largest abandoned yard sale? Just look at that ocean of plates and dishes and bottles. I would step inside and look around, but apparently there's a very mean dog in here. So when I'm traveling, I like to follow something I call the EM rule. Meaning I try to stop. Whenever I see a museum, I try to stop. And you know, it may be a museum not necessarily something that I'm interested about, but I find that whenever you stop at a small museum, there's always something interesting. There's always something, once I go in, that makes it worthwhile. So I've made it a rule to try to stop at any museum that's on the path while I'm traveling. So we've stopped here in Ocala, Florida at the Drag Racing Museum. Yeah, that's a plane, but it is a drag racing museum. Yep, the Museum of Drag Racing. There's only 2 rules in this museum. Do not touch the cars. Do not walk on carpet. It's going to be my new catchphrase. Do not walk on carpet. So this right here This is a drag racer. Apparently it's not a normal car like you'd see a NASCAR. This is like a specially designed racing car, specially designed to be as fast as humanly possible. And this is the car of Don Gartlitz. He's a famous drag racer, but he also is the owner of this museum. You know, look at that insane engine. I mean, that's pretty crazy to be that low to the ground and have something that powerful propelling you. Yeah, this really makes me think about how terrifying it would be to be actually strapped into one of these machines here. Check out that guy in his sweet blue leisure suit. Looks like this car has Woody Woodpecker smoking a cigar. Some interesting variations here. This is the Bug, built in the 1940s. Some other very interesting shapes and colors here. Okay, at this point, this has become more engine than car. This almost looks like a Confederate Captain America. So the main thing I'm learning here is that drag racing cars look awesome. I mean, look at that. It's just so cool. Look at that suit there. I guess that suit is just keep you from catching on fire. This one here is called the Scorpion. Oh, this pink car here belongs to the greatest woman race car driver of all time, Shirley Muldowney. Check this out. This car has a picture of what is that, like an engine? An engine getting drunk on moonshine? The engine collection is in here. Oh, there's a lot of engines in here. This guy here is named Smokey. I wonder if they call him Smokey because he's always smoking a pipe. The Jungle Gym there. This guy was driving so fast and gripping the steering wheel so tight, his fingers blew off. Looks like Voldemort has been getting into drag racing. This is called the Bean Bandit. I don't know if this is like a motorcycle variation of a drag racer. In addition to drag racers, they have quite a few antique cars here as well. You can see this guy hard at work fixing up this old car. Wish I had a drag racer. Help me finish this trip a lot quicker. Paging Mr. Gator. Mr. Al E. Gator. Here's a chain you don't see too often, Maryland Fried Chicken, right here. I believe there used to be more spread out across the country, but I don't think there's very many left. Unfortunately, there is a KFC right next to it. So I did want to try Maryland fried chicken. Never had it before. It comes in this cool box. So I got a box of gizzards. So I'm gonna try some of these. Oh, that's hot. It's covered in hot grease. Mmm. But that is a good gizzard. And don't worry, these are chicken gizzards. I don't even know if ducks have gizzards. And actually, someone left a comment this morning pointing out that this is not actually a duck, that it is some sort of bird called a coot. Stopped off at this statuary here, and look at this. I got a gorilla in that really cool striped shirt. Does anyone know what these are called? I was fascinated with these when I was a kid, but don't know what they're called. So if you know what these are called, leave a comment in the comment section. Just little tiny golfers there. Even have a little concrete golf cart. So garden gnomes. Of a boy covering his privates with a rabbit, and a little girl hugging Annabelle the doll. Look at this cow here. You see back here, I guess these are the different cuts of meat that you would get from that part of the cow. But the part that's confusing me is how his front half is actually a rooster. See the rooster leg, the rooster tail, and the face. Okay, and on the other side, he is a chicken. So I guess he's half rooster, half chicken, half cow. Oh, and his butt's a fish. This church here has some really neat hand-painted murals on the windows. So there are Bible scenes. We have Jesus walking on the water. There's baby Jesus being born. Oh, there's Moses with his 10 Commandments. And there are the 10 Commandments. Oh, and there we have Jesus ascending into heaven. See that there is a billboard made out of a giant pencil. It's for Charlie Johnson Builder. So I'm not sure how that's pencil related, but still pretty cool. Am I gonna fit through here? There we go. Here in Mount Dora, Florida, on the coast of Lake Dora. Gotta watch out, this is an alligator habitat, and it is illegal to entice gators. A little lighthouse here on the shore. Just look how big that lake is. What you doing there, Mr. Bird? Just hanging there, hanging out there on that rock, spreading your wings out a little bit. Oh, where'd they go? Where'd the birds go? Where'd they go? Oh, there they go. Like little whack-a-moles. Oh, they're all coming up for air. Check out this massive gator statue. This is actually modeled after a real alligator named Old Joe. He used to hang out in the lake and terrorize animals. Apparently he would actually eat deer that came near the water. As if you needed another reason not to ride an alligator, the surface of an alligator can become very hot. Look how big that guy is. Look at that. Try some of the alligator wrestling techniques. But yeah, that would crush my hand. Not really sure where I am, but here's the Statue of Liberty as Santa Claus. And now we head into downtown Orlando, Florida. Here in downtown Orlando, we have several more alligator sculptures. At this guy right here. We have this guy right here, a statue of an alligator wrestler. Now this used to be very standard for alligator attractions, roadside alligator attractions in Florida, where they'd have the alligator wrestlers, but they do still have them in certain areas, but sometimes it's fallen out of favor a little bit, just because of the name alligator wrestling. People think that the alligators are being hurt, but it's actually you know, a fairly non-harmful way of safely handling an alligator. And there's this giant orb covered in fish. Not sure what that is. And this is super cool right here. It's like a giant fold-out book of postcards with different Florida scenes. Let's see, there's a man picking oranges. There's alligators. The Orange County Courthouse. On the other side, we have a postcard from Celery City, which that doesn't sound like a good attraction. Celery City, illuminated fountain on Lake Ivanhoe. Not heard of that. And oh, look down here. I have a postcard from the Wigwam Village #4 in Orlando, Florida. This is not there anymore. It's been torn down. There was several wigwam villages across the country. The ones that are still there are in Cave City, Kentucky, Holbrook, Arizona, and then there's one in Southern California as well. The giant postcard is postmarked March 31st, 1916. It says, "Dear Bessie, this is the most beautiful place. I have seen none like it in Florida. Such magnificent trees. There are 17 lakes here, and one onto for every 16 people." I'm not sure what that says. This is Lake Eola, right in the middle of downtown Orlando. Also have this beautiful clamshell stage right here in front of the water. Probably not having a lot of shows right now. You can see the swan boats there out in the water. Swan-shaped paddle boats. You can see the swan boats there returning to the harbor. Also have this sculpture, this woman half submerged underground, and you're allowed to just crawl all over it. You can stand there in the palm of her hand. She's just laying there with the ground over top her like a blanket. There sure is an awful lot of vultures circling over top Orlando. I wonder what they're waiting for. This is the Pulse Nightclub. This is where in 2016 there was a horrific and just devastating mass shooting where 49 people were killed just because of their sexual orientation. And they've set up a wall commemorating the people that lost their lives on that day. Here you can see the names of all the people that were murdered. So once again, the sun is setting on the Dixie Highway. Tomorrow we'll get up early and we'll head deeper and deeper into the state of Florida. And I've been reading the comments all day whenever I had a chance, and about naming the duck. Probably the most common suggestion is Dixie. Of course, we're on the Dixie Highway. It was like, name it Dixie Duck. And I do like that, but let's just shorten it just a little bit, and we'll call him Duxie. Anyways, thank you. Thank you for joining me and Duxie as we travel along the Dixie Highway. And if you'd like to support the channel, the best way is just to watch the videos. I've been uploading videos for years. I've been to all 48 states and documenting all sorts of different roadside attractions, museums, amusement parks, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. If you'd like to help in other ways, you can donate to Patreon, $3 or more. We'll get you a postcard once a month. Also, now selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. Until next time, this one's in the bag.